I'm going to play Dfiance, and it's going to be a little bit different because I am making a new account. Now, it's not exactly like a new account that I'm going to play forever / very long or whatever. But I want to kind of show you guys what it's like to get started and some of the things that you should be doing. Dfiance is a game you can play on your browser. It's also a game you can play on Steam. It's a game that I have over 1,000 hours in. Not on this account, though. If you play on your browser, you can just hit F11, full screen it. Very easy. It actually works great on a browser. Today, I'm basically going to go over how you get started in Dfiance. All right? I made this account a couple days ago. But you'll have like 3 quests here instead of 6. And like -1 login rewards, but it doesn't really matter. It's pretty much that. Give me a second here. Okay, bronze. Yep. So Dfiance has seasons. They started their season like a couple months ago. It does say that the season will end at the end of January, but this is not the case. They have said on their Discord that the season will end a little bit earlier. Let me actually change my camera. Not sure if that's the best spot, but we'll see. Okay. So why is this relevant? Well, you want to kind of know what's up when a season starts, because when a season starts, it's pretty much when you want to play super efficiently to get ahead of everyone else. Right now, you're going to play Dfiance to kind of just like learn the game, chill, pick up some of the tips, and I'm basically going to fast track you today and give you guys my depth of knowledge in the game. So Dfiance is like a card game. I'll show you guys how the game works shortly because I'm actually going to do the tutorial. That's the first thing you're going to want to do when you play Dfiance. Now, before we actually do the game stuff, I want to point out a thing that is pretty important. So you can play Dfiance on your browser, and you can play Dfiance on Steam, and they have plans to release on mobile. It is cross-platform, but if you want to play cross-platform right now, they say they're going to fix it later, but right now, if you want to play both on Steam and on your browser, you have to make your account on your browser. Okay, so the Dfiance command, it has both the browser version and the Steam link, but you want to first make your account on your browser. You can like just make an account with your Google if you're signed in on like your browser. It takes like 1 second. But the reason you want to do it on your browser is because you can link your Steam from your browser, but I don't believe, unless it's happened very recently, I don't believe you can link the other way around. So if you first start playing on Steam, I don't believe you can link your browser to your Steam account at this time. Okay? So you want to start up on the browser, and then link your Steam if you want to play on both platforms. I find it easier to just play on my browser. That's honestly where I played my 1,000 plus hours. I do have it on Steam also, so sometimes I play on my Steam Deck. But yes, it is a bit more normal for me to play on my browser. It's a very interesting card game. Crazy strategy. Like the depth of the game is actually insane, and they do patch very regularly. You can check patch notes in game, but they update their Discord. They have a pretty active Discord. The devs are very active in describing the changes that happen and also the changes that are coming. They have a Discord link here also, if you guys want to get in on it. Okay, so you made your account on your browser. You're playing. You got your quests and stuff. Okay, I guess before we get into the tutorial, the way it works is there's 3 factions. You make a deck, minimum 30 cards. When you have a brand new account, you have 3 copies of all the basic cards. Some of the basic cards are the best cards in the game, but you obviously want to supplement your basic cards with other cards. You get those cards from the shop. The shop uses gold. The game is not monetized. You cannot pay money to get these. Okay. The market and the shop. It functions with gold, which is only earned through quests, daily login rewards, daily battles, and sometimes they share like a code, which is kind of like, I think it's like here. Promo code, you can input it there on your account. Usually like 100 gold or something. They share them on Discord from time to time. They've also shared them on like their Steam page, and sometimes they give me a code to share. I think they were going to, but it doesn't matter. I'll share a code maybe tomorrow if they give it to me a bit late. They plan to do monetization through cosmetics. They actually do have a number of cosmetics active right now. This system is pretty new. You basically play, do achievements, and earn like ranks and stuff, and you get this like achievement currency, cosmetic currency. So they actually just started building out their cosmetics very recently. So that is what they said on their Discord on how they're going to monetize the game. So yeah, it's a free game. I think it's a really good game. I think if you're into card games, you should absolutely give it a try, see if it's your jam. And right now, it is like, we don't exactly know, but it's like middle of the season or maybe end of the season. They haven't set an exact date for the launch of the next season. But it's a good idea to, one, see if it's a game that you're going to be into, and two, kind of learn the ropes for when the next season comes out. And honestly, the game is a lot of fun, so maybe we'll play each other. All right, so we got 3 factions. This is kind of like the seasonal collection. And if you played like before the season came out, you have the Eternal Collection. There's a few different ways that you can play. If you play Ranked, Ranked is only with seasonal cards. So this is the stuff that resets every few months. And that's why it's kind of important to learn how to play efficiently on a new account or when a new season comes out, the same thing. Casual, you can play with your Eternal stuff. You can also play, I think, with your Golden deck, maybe. It's kind of like learning the ropes. Casual has no MMR, so sometimes you're going to play some guy who's testing his deck is going to be absolute garbage, or you're going to be playing against like the best players in the game. Okay, I don't think there's any MMR in Casual, but honestly, in Casual, a lot of people are just like testing decks and stuff, so it's pretty chill. And in Casual, you can allow AI opponents. It basically finds you a match in like 10 seconds, or it gives you an AI. If you want to play only against a person, you can check that off, but have that on. It's a pretty easy way to complete your daily quests and stuff like that. There's training, which is like AI only, and there's a tutorial. Tutorial is very important. We're going to do tutorial in a second. So generally, you want to do Ranked because Ranked is kind of where people are playing like fairly competitively, but also they're kind of on the same page. And Ranked does have MMR. Okay, it does have MMR. They actually made the MMR window very narrow. Okay, so you will only play against people that are very close to your MMR. This works super great when it's like a new season, and if you're playing at like middle of the night, which is when I stream, there is like a dead spot in the MMR, unfortunately. You can kind of see the ladder here. So the really top guys are like over 4K. And you start at 2500. My main account is just under 4K. So I get matches all the time because most of the player base is like EU and like normal time. They have a pretty big Brazil community too. So if I play at like 3 p.m. like 10 hours ago, I get just instant matches. There's no problem. But if I play at middle of the night, I'm outside of the MMR for like new players, and I'm outside of the MMR for the top players. So it is really slow to get a match at this time, mid to end season. So today I thought I'd show you guys how to set up an account to give you guys that info instead of trying to find a match. All right, so I've explained all that. The first thing you're going to want to do when you make a new account is do the tutorial. The reason you want to do the tutorial is because you get these card packs. And these card packs are not like everybody gets the same reward type of stuff. These are actual card packs, okay? So you can get insane cards from these packs, okay? They can be really good, and if they have a high rarity, it might be the faction that you want to play because you pulled it, okay? So these packs are potentially very, very good, or not. Alright, so we're going to tutorial real quick. I mean, the tutorial is basically going to explain stuff. I'm just going to go over it fairly quickly. You will have to do the tutorial on your own anyway. That is very strange. Okay, I guess just loading assets. Oh yeah, I haven't played on this computer.
Almost got it.
Oh, it has a pre-download assets. I don't know if I did that preemptively. Okay, just a second here. Okay, it's doing tutorial stuff. Okay. Okay, I'll explain in a second. Okay, no, it's forcing me to tutorial stuff. Okay, the first one is very tutorial-y. Okay. Let me actually see if I can change the volume a little bit. It's a bit loud. Okay, so it's explaining that there are multiple lanes. This is very important. So all the cards that have been played so far are unit cards, which are kind of like, you know, units, minions, equivalent. There are units that are heroes. I think the turtle gets into that in a second. But you place them into one of the 4 regions on the board. Actually, this camera placement is terrible. Okay. And they are restricted on where they can be played. So you can see that there's an icon here, which is Brawler. That's kind of like a melee unit. So these 2 are melee units. This is the ranged row. I don't have any ranged. And in these, you can play Brawler or ranged. Doesn't matter. There's 5 slots in the melee row. 2 in each of the flanks. Did I time out? Oh, my turn actually timed out. I didn't know that could happen in the tutorial. Okay, so we're saving action points. So this, it doesn't actually show that it costs action points.
I will break this.
Okay, the tutorial is like a little scuffed. They're not actually playing the real cards right now, because this has like an auto discard function. But sure, whatever.
Let's talk gold.
Alright. Yeah, I screwed up the tutorial.
This way.
Did I lose the tutorial? I lost the tutorial because I timed out. Okay. Okay, we'll play the tutorial again. Wait, I got the pack anyway? Okay. Okay, good. Good. These are actually pretty decent cards. Pretty decent pulls there. This is the worst tutorial experience you'll ever see. Alright. Yeah, it has like a pre-download assets. I forgot it had that. Because yeah, my computer died last week. Okay, so I pre-downloaded the assets like a million years ago on my previous computer. But I'm actually on a new computer. I have not pre-downloaded the assets. So yeah, we might have like the cards showing up as black or whatever. So please ignore that. That's my bad. Okay, guys, complete. We did it. We did it. We totally owned that tutorial. Alright. But yeah, basically, there are units. You play the units in lanes. You basically play to a turn count of 10 normally. This one has, that first one was 5. And you try to have the most points at the end of the game. That's the very, very, very simplified version of the goal. Okay. So there's 10 turns. Each turn you get 3 mana to play units. And I think it'll introduce a spell mana in this one, because this is ephemeral. This is one of the 3 factions, and ephemeral focuses on spells. So this unit has an ability every few turns. So obviously this is the kind of unit that your opponent will want to kill, because it gives you constant value. Every few turns is giving me this void spell. Did I time out again? Oh no. Okay, so spell mana. The spells cost mana, you generate 1 mana per turn, you can store up to 3. So you can store up to 6 unit mana. So you start with 0 unit mana, and if you have a unit that costs 6, you basically don't play a unit for a whole turn. And then you bank up 3 unit mana, and then the next turn you get another 3 unit mana, and you can play a unit that costs 6. So the mana breakpoints are very significant, especially when it comes to deck building.
The council has decreed.
Okay, so in terms of the lane stuff, it's important to try to win lanes or deny power from other lanes. So this is a brawler. I cannot win that lane, so we're just going to put him anywhere else. This is draw, discard. I'm not going to play that because I'm not just going to kill the card that I draw for no reason. Now the units have the amount of points they have on them, which is the white number here that you see. And then that yellow number are tactical points. So tactical points cannot be removed, and they're added to your total at the end effectively. And the tactical points are very important because they cannot be removed, and you get 1 tactical point if you have more points than your opponent when your turn starts in each of the lanes. So here in the Brawler, he has 1 more point, and here in the Ranged, he has 1 more point. So he will get 2 tactical points, which means I will probably lose if this keeps up. This has a deploys when discarded. Boyfar is a very good card, so we're going to play that.
Here are some seeds for your corpse.
Oh, and this costs 6. That was a terrible use of mana. So we denied him the ranged for getting tactical points, but he still had more points in the Brawler row. That's why he got +1. But now we had more points at the start of our turn in the ranged row, so I got a tactical point there. We have 6 mana. This deals 10. This is not the best use of this, but I don't see how I could possibly play that if it's not right now. Gain 3 attack, and Tarragon has an ability to gain a mana. So there are, I think, still no ways to gain unit mana, but there are many ways to get spell mana. So if you want to play a deck with lots and lots of spells, you have to actually balance it out by using these units that give you mana.
Knowledge is power.
So here, I'm gonna do 3. Now this is a tie, and a tie nothing happens. If I kill one of those, he still wins that row. But if I kill this one, even though he's not going to get a tackle point, I'm now threatening that side. Because now I will get a tactical point unless he plays something there. And he might not have something that has 3 power. I mean, it's a tutorial. It's not playing particularly well. Did I screw it up again? Okay, let me F5.
Your next step will be your last.
Okay, we're like desyncing the tutorial hard or something here. No, I can't play that. Okay, I hope your tutorial experience is better.
Your next step will be your last.
Okay. I don't know if I can play a unit. I think I bricked the tutorial, guys. I think I bricked the tutorial. Can I concede?
Your next step will be your last.
Okay. Can you just skip the tutorial and get your pack anyway? No. You have to do it. Okay. 0 to tutorials. These tutorials are savage. Okay, let me actually play them. Because I think the issue is that I'm taking too long on my turns, and it actually is timing out. Normally, turns have a timer on them. Okay. Now, these tutorials are scripted in terms of, like... Didn't know he could go there, but okay.
The council has decreed.
There, okay. So we're just playing tutorial, and we're not waiting like a million years in between turns while we're talking.
Just a slice.
And hopefully we'll have no issues now. Okay. I'll do like a more in-depth explanation when I am doing a regular game, so don't worry about that.
Oh, dinner.
Okay, yeah, that pop-up failed, and I think it's because I took too long on the turns.
You do not stand alone. Pay up or
Okay.
else.
So yes, when you're doing your tutorial, try to learn it, but yes, if you take a really long time to act, maybe you'll experience something like I did. So yeah, that's the first time I've seen it though. Sure, let's just nuke that guy, get a spell, get a mana, nuke that guy too, and let's disable that guy. This is Frost Purge. Frost Purge is like, if you're familiar with maybe like a silence effect, but it's a little bit different because it also resets their stats. So if something took a lot of damage, you can actually use Frost Purge to heal it, potentially. Like if I Frost Purge Boyfar, his stats will reset to his baseline 6. Okay, I'm not going to wait on the screen too much. Basically, you go to turn 10. The main thing that can change is that if you have more points than your opponent, and then he gets more points on his turn 10, it goes to turn 11. And basically, the winner is decided if it goes into that overtime stage. If one player has more points across both that same turn. So if it's turn 11 and you have more points after your opponent played, then you win. We got an epic for ephemeral and 2 cursed ones that I consider very good cards whenever you play a spell game on attack. Very good cards. Okay, let's do the tutorial for Infernal. Infernal is one of the other factions. Infernals have very powerful plays, and they have a mechanic where they sacrifice their own units. But often the units, like this one, when destroyed, returns with 5. So often the units have a bit of a mechanic where it's not so bad if you destroy them. So here, to play that I have to destroy it. I'm going to play there to deny him the tactical point of the flanking lane. And yeah, this is a 2-cost 10 attack unit, which is crazy. That's a huge value. There's actually no value that I'm aware of without like a major downside. And obviously sacrificing a unit is a downside, but basically Infernal is built for it. So Infernal just has like huge units. So this one here, this is Devour an ally. So we just like... actually don't know what I want to devour. But we want to devour something, because this is whenever one of your allies devour, gain 5 attack. See, if I devour there, I lose... Like, I surrender basically a tactical point. If I devour there, I also surrender it. But if I devour the bigger one, I deny the ranged row. So that one is the better play, unless we get 5 more there. Oh yes, so there's a hero button under my camera. You can pull a hero. 3 tactical points on flank rows. That's actually really cool. Let's do that. And that spell creates a bunch of 1s. And yeah, like I said, Infernal has methods to create a lot of units to sacrifice, or it can make units that they don't have that much of a downside if they are sacrificed. No more tips. Okay. No more tips. On deploy, deal 1 damage to all enemies in the row. Seems like a good idea. On deploy, deal 2 damage to an enemy in the row. That seems like a good idea too. I think I'm going to... When this card is sacrificed, return to your hand. I don't think devouring counts. Now, there's also no reason to always use all of your mana, necessarily. Like, I can play that, but it doesn't actually change anything. Well, I guess if I played it there, it could have been good, so maybe scratch that. Now, sacrifice does work here. I'm going to play that again.
I'm going. Stand up and fight.
I have like a weird sound happening. I'm not sure
Stand
why.
up and fight.
But we're basically getting massive tactical points because we gain +3 on flank rows. So this guy is one that we want to devour because he's 5, and he comes back with 5 after we devour him. I should have played him there, though. I'll hold off from playing more.
Show me what you want.
Turn off sound effects. I mean, it's like one more turn. We're going to win this pretty easy. +1 for each card in your discard pile.
Where do you want me?
Sure.
I will feed you to the fish.
Shows you the last stand mechanic again. So here, going to hit this guy. Oh, I can't play him again? Okay, that's fine. I'm basically just max points.
Get away from me.
86 plus 51. That's actually a monster total. Looks like we're like looping in that sound bug. I'll just restart the browser here. We got Shield Bearer, Restless Summoner, and Dominate. Pretty good pulls also, I would say. Okay, let's do the last tutorial. This is Celestial. Celestials are like a swarm style play most of the time. Oh yes, and there's a mulligan stage. The tutorials kind of forewent that. 4 damage to an enemy for each other ally in the row. That guy makes a bunch of allies in the row. Old Strimman is just really good. You know what? We're keeping all of that.
One day you will regret this.
Let's play this guy and start filling the row here.
I won't stand cowardice.
Maybe wanted to see what kind of heroes I have in the deck, because I'm not too sure. Martagon, interesting. Long damage for each other ally in the row. I think I play nothing. I want to maybe do a big turn next round.
I live and die for Celeste.
For each other ally. Might wanna kill that guy though. Fine, let's put this guy because we're gonna fly next turn. Let's create a guy.
Stand cowardice.
I guess we're like overkilling it really hard. It's just like that is a problem. It is going to get bigger. So I am actually just going to nuke it. So the fly counter. Should we do this? Why not? The fly counter is a Celestial only mechanic. And basically every 3 turns they get a temporary 1 attack on all their guys and you can't target them. You can still kill them, but you have to use it with units and abilities that don't specifically target stuff. And some things like this one gain 4 attack on fly. That's a lot. That's a lot to gain on fly. I think I'm gonna pass. Sometimes passing is the best play. Actually, often passing is the best play.
Stand fast.
A lot of
strike
decks
fast.
play very reactively.
I won't stand cowardice.
So I kind of want to start playing stuff in the Brawler row. I'm going to play her. When an ally is deployed to this row, gain 4 attack. Honestly, I'm just going to YOLO and hope that my opponent cannot kill her. Because now I want to play Old Strimmond in that same row, which pulls another guy.
One day you will regret.
I'm going to drop him in that row also. And then let's just buff up all our guys. And I'm floating 1 unit mana. You gonna kill something? No. Okay.
We will rain death from above.
That's very rude, but it doesn't matter. So what I'm gonna do is create a unit.
I won't stand cowardice.
Actually, maybe I am gonna nuke this guy. I don't want
Is someone there?
I don't want his ballista killing my units every turn. That's like an end of turn damage. Yeah, my plan was to use Martagon here, which can only be played if your front or ranged row is full, but he is ranged. So you really want to fill the front row and then play him on your ranged. Now, if I play Lord Evanon and he survives, I can play Martagon again. Is that actually going to happen? Probably not, but whatever. Let's dream it up. Okay, so we are going to return Martagon. We are now going to play Martagon again.
One moment. Try this.
Now I am going to trigger Fly, which is going to buff both of my Xanders. Got like 158 points on that. These are massive values. Don't be afraid if your games don't reach those in general. Denziana, Gentle Yoli, and White Stripes Assassin. Overall, these are pretty strong, I would say. Now, I have some gold from the login rewards, but normally here you would not have any gold. Okay, you just have like a few quests. I would recommend the quests that are like win 5 games, just reroll those. Okay, those are probably a little bit tough to complete, I would say. So what should we play? I think now they do rebalance cards and do that all the time. So there's no like set rule like you must play this or anything like that. But baseline Infernals are very strong, I feel. But the best cards that we pulled, I think, were actually Ephemeral. At the same time, the recent buffs to some of these units are actually insane. Do we have Clylily? No, we don't have Clylily. Clylily is a common, it's not a basic. Shabara, pretty decent. Kelly Guard, pretty decent. Kinda like Celestial, honestly. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete the deck. Okay, I'm gonna play all the cards I like. So I like Kelly Guard. I like Brant. Very high efficiency stuff here. Now, Kelly Guard is going to be my smallest unit at 3, so Old Strimmond can pull him out. Is that worth it? Yes, that's worth it. We'll use the Old Strimmond hero. 2 damage for each other ally. Now, if I have a Kelly Guard in play, and then I play this the following turn, 4, deal 6, draw card. Is that worth it? Yeah, it's kind of worth it. I think we can play that. Xander is 2 for a 6 if you play him on Fly. We want to play the Soldier Vanguard, though. which summons the Sky Raiders. So we want to play those also. Deal 5 damage, gain a mana. I'm not sure that's worth it. Draw a copy of all cards without any condition or ability from your deck. They cost 1 less. Uncommon. I only have, that's one of the cards that I pulled. 3+ to an ally. Destroy 3 or less. Kind of just weighing my options here. Okay. I think we're gonna have to play some Ranger Scouts in the back row. And if we do that, we should be good to play Rallying Cries. At least a couple. They're a bit win more, but I think it's worth it. Allies drop in this row, +3 attack and attack on fly. That is quite good. We can actually combo that one. Now we still have like a lot of space in the decks. Wild Hunter puts shields every 2 turns. I think I'm actually going to play all of those. In terms of heroes, I think Martagon is going to be worth playing. Flagbearer is a bit greedy. Medicale can revive itself, but I think we play all of those. If they kill like the scout, we just revive it. It's fine. Maybe we play all the Rallying Cries actually. Maybe we play all the scouts too. They're not that efficient stats, but they're not bad either. Sniper isn't bad either. I like Baron Hig. Baron Hig is a hero where you can discard and copy the last spell that your opponent played. A lot of the time that's a pretty good spell. So right now I only have 3 Rallying Cries for spells. I definitely need more spells, and you typically want to play a deck with only 30 cards. So I think we're going to just drop in some Lightning Blasts. And we are not really playing any of the fly stuff. Is that going to work? I don't know. Very tempo-driven deck. I feel like the costs of this deck are too low. We also are playing the Vanguard, which reduces the cooldown of another ally. And we have no cards that actually have cooldowns. So I think we should play some. I think we should play some card draw. Let's play a couple of Axe Wielders, which are actually pretty strong. Oh, we have the Wild Hunter for the shields. So we do have some. I'm actually going to drop 1 Wild Hunter now that I have the card draw. And I should drop 1 more. Maybe I drop a Medicale. It's very strong, but running 3 might give me like a brick draw. Okay. Alright. So we got a deck. Let's how do we rename the deck? Customize. No. Where's the name? Oh, rename. Okay, they changed how that worked. Okay. Swarm No Fly. That's the deck. Alright. So basically, you make like a deck that you think is going to be pretty decent, utilizing some of the cards that you pulled from the tutorial packs. Okay. I guess we can try ranked. I'm not sure we'll get a match right now. Okay. Looks like one of you are playing. Excellent. Alright. Got the Kael'gard Brant combo. Very good. I don't really want soldiers. I think 2 Rallying Cries is too many. I love Old Strimman here. Very good pickup. I actually really like this hand. There is nothing wrong with this hand, so I am not going to use my 3rd mulligan. So I am going to play Brent, which buffs a card in my hand. And we want to buff specifically that one because it creates 2 copies when you play it. And those copies get buffed.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Music is... Oh, yeah, the music maybe a little bit loud.
Success or death.
You're gonna kill that. End of turn, deal 3 damage. Okay.
I think I see someone there.
Gonna buff our other Quail Guard.
You will learn to fear me.
It's fine. I am going to kill his Moatar because there are a lot of units that he would want killed. We want to remove his ability to kill units at will.
Pay up or else.
No, get away from me.
That last play was definitely not balanced, and you don't even play this game. I mean, that's kind of one of the combos that we built. So I have Martagon. I need to build up the ranged row for Martagon. What did he kill? He killed nothing. I do want to kill that card, but I don't have a way to kill anything right now. I think I'm going to just get 2 copies.
Reporting for duty.
Guess I could play that also. Fine.
Fire at will.
Is this a bot? This might be a bot. He's playing super fast. I didn't realize they were ranked bots, but it's my first game, so maybe it's giving me some mercy. I don't think he's played any spells. No, he has not.
I'm going.
Thank God, we got some more room. Yeah, one of the issues with this is we have too many brawlers. Way too many. Oh, I just realized Old Strimman would pull Zenziana, which is actually bad. We have to take Zenziana out of the deck. We do not want Old Strimman to pull Zenziana. You gotta play your decks to kind of learn them a little bit.
Show me what you're worth.
Okay.
Tracks. This way.
So these are the dogs that he shuffled into his deck with that legendary card, and if that legendary card was still in play, whenever he plays one, he draws a card. We do not want that. This guy pulls a soldier and reduces a cooldown, which is why I said we needed some more cards that had cooldowns. Yeah, I kind of relied on my soldiers
Time to reposition.
in order to fill the ranged row. He's still not played a single spell. Okay. Well, this is probably as good time as any. He's not played any spells.
Is that gold I...
But we do have a Martagon. Anytime you can Martagon even a few, it's just a massive amount of points.
I will feed you to the fish.
Last stand. We have Brant, Ranger Scout. Not enough space to summon cards. Brawler. That's true, actually. So the most amount of points we could do is 7. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We just take it from here. But yeah, here's the revive mechanic.
I think I see someone there.
Revive is very strong. My opponent killed like none of my cards, so we just filled the board. And causing your opponent to flood the board like that is actually a strategy. There are some decks that run a ton of removal, and they specifically don't kill your stuff. They just leave it with like very tiny amounts of remaining health. And it can actually be pretty insane to deal with that in some situations. Get like titles and stuff. Now, one of the really big ways for card acquisition are actually the rank up rewards. So, yeah, you only get like 100 gold there or whatever, but then 200, 300. But then when you get to 3,000, which is not that crazy, because most people that are, you know, crazy diehards, they're at like 4K, 5K, right? But 3,000 is not that crazy. I mean, it's going to be a challenge for someone who's playing for the first time, but MMR is like a little bit inflationary, so you will get there if you keep playing. Okay. Also, I think 2,500 is a floor, so yeah. Okay, let me fix the deck. So the issue that I had in this deck is Old Stremmen here. Summon the lowest attack unit from your deck. The lowest attack unit from my deck is not one that I want him to summon. It summons Zinziana, so I don't want that. The lowest attack unit now is 3. It's tied between Soldier Vanguard and Kelguard, which is fine. I'm fine with that. So I had 2 Ranger Scouts. Yeah, it shows you up here, Brawler and Ranged. I guess I flood the Brawlers more because the Brawlers have that ability that spawns 2 illusions. That is a little bit of a problem. I don't know if I want Hooded Figure. I kind of just want to play stats. Just slam stats. Ranger Scout is a little bit tricky to play, though. I don't know if I like the Sniper enough. The Wild Hunter is ranged. Maybe I just play another Wild Hunter. I think I play another Wild Hunter. I'm good with that. Alright. So we save the deck. Let's try to queue up again. Complete more quests. We're gonna do like one more game and then we're gonna open some packs. Okay, this looks like real player. Alright. We have way too many Kelguards. Okay, we have Brant Kelguard now, but maybe that's not too many. We have Mediquail for Old Stremmen, which is kind of worth it. Soldier Vanguard is just a really strong play. I'm actually pretty happy with that hand. Now, sometimes when you go first, you want to pass to your opponent. I'm not really going to do that. I think I'm good. Just like flood the board right now.
I will feed you to the fish.
Council has decreed.
That is a very sus play.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, 18 points. Did I address the Brawler imbalance? Brawlers are not imbalanced, guys. Don't worry about it.
Feel the weight of my hammer.
So this reduces the cost of his highest cost whenever he plays a spell. So like I said, there's no ways to gain unit mana, but there are cost reduction mechanics like that. We're definitely not cool with that. We're absolutely not cool with that. That is not okay.
Time to reposition.
You do want to have some form of removal. Like this deck that I'm playing right now is pretty light on removal.
Pay up or else.
Okay, he actually dumped his entire hand, which kind of makes sense with the discounts. I have another Brant Kelgard play, so I want to kind of avoid playing stuff in the Brawler row. Well, fine, let's start filling the ranged row.
Cowardice.
So I can fill the Brawler row for Martagon pretty easily.
I won't stand cowardice. We are not. Fire at will. I won't stand cowardice.
He's top decking right now. So I have a monster play.
I won't stand.
So I can fill the Brawler row
Reporting for duty.
and then Hero Call Martagon, which now hits 5.
One moment. Try this.
But yeah, the main issue now is
Catch
my
this.
board is completely full. I don't even know what my best unit to play there would be. Probably just slam the 7. It does deny some points, so I'm just going to do that.
Fire at will.
See, this is why it's important to have spells.
Show me what you are.
Yeah, kill one. Perfect. I think I'm just literally dunking my biggest stats.
Fire at will.
Stat dunk. 100% fly.
Time for a big bang.
Five damage. +2 per spell. I think we just want to shut down his draw engine. Yeah,
Your
these
next step
these
will be
opponents are
your
just
last.
not killing my stuff, so I'm kind of board locked constantly. But guys, I swear, typically your stuff starts to die. Okay, these are just anomaly games right now. I complete no other quests. No other quests. Okay. I'll do one more game and then whatever I pull, we're gonna just spend all our gold on packs, so I can give you guys a little bit of the guidance there. I have the Wild Hunter Vanguard combo, which is pretty decent. I also have the draw combo. I think Baron Hig is not that useful here. Neither is Martagon, but Martagon is really big to like the strategy of this deck. Oof, we had no big plays here.
To save us all.
This is a bit of cooler. So I am gonna pass. Like I said, sometimes it's okay to pass.
Pay up or else.
Just a slice.
Just like flooding the board right now, which is okay. I'm okay with that. I'm going to Hero Call Strimond. Play him here to contest that area. Oh my god, I got Medicale. That's now my lowest attack unit. Okay.
Let the light flow through.
This is bad. I didn't realize that. I guess I have to drop the Medicales too. Okay, he decided to deal 1 damage to all units on the board, which is fantastic. These are very questionable plays.
Reporting for duty.
Now, I will be floating 1 spell mana, not playing that, but I think that's okay.
I live and die for Celeste. I won't stand cowardice.
I'm just gonna kill that to stop giving him free tactical points.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, there's no way this is the player. This guy's beyond noob status.
Cowardice.
Alright, I'll flood
Reporting for duty.
the Brawler row. Just to get a little bit more value out of that.
I live and die for Celeste. I won't stand cowardice. I won't stand cowardice. One moment. Try this.
Mardigan 25. That's pretty
I won't
unstoppable.
stand cowardice.
So right now I have to kind of try to be space efficient.
I think I see someone there.
I won't stand cowardice.
Reporting for duty.
Because if all he's doing is frost purging me, and I'm like board locked again, it might be a problem.
Fire at will.
I won't stand cowardice. Try this.
I mean, his Mardigan is a lot more scuffed than mine, so we're still good. Oh, we're very good now.
Fire at will.
Absolute peak value on that. Won't stand cowardice. I mean, it's rare you see multiple people playing those cards. Okay, so we got a rank up. We get 100 gold. Oh, another thing is right now they have an event happening, like a Halloween event or something. Howling at the Moon event or something. So you actually get double rewards for quests. This is very significant. I believe they did have a double rewards for quests when the seasonal mechanic comes out, when the season came out, like a few months ago. So this might actually be something that you should be expecting. To kind of like manage your gold this way. So we got 1.3k gold. Time to shop. So you unlock the market at level 4. I guess we have to keep playing to get more levels. Yeah. The market's a very powerful tool. And actually getting your account to level 4 is probably a really important thing that you want to do before a new season comes out. Yeah. Yeah. Probably want to do that. Now, in the packs, in the shop page, you get the packs. So they have the packs that are not tied to a faction and the packs that are tied to a faction. Now, you can like kind of see the odds and stuff. These packs cannot have any legendaries or mythics, and they have a maximum amount. So there's only 10 of each. After you buy 10, you're done. These are like the standard packs. These are like the buy infinity, and these do have chances to get legendaries and mythics. Now, some legendaries are insanely powerful. Some of them are hard to use. Most mythics are quite powerful. Some are actually pretty hard to use. So, you know, if you don't have like a legendary or mythic you want, it's not like the end of the world, and that's what the market is for. Typically, in terms of like good value for your gold, you are going to buy all of these. Okay. But remember how we're using the knowledge from the tutorial. I felt like the best deck I could make was Celestial. So I made a Celestial deck. So the first gold that you spent is going to be on that faction. We're going to do Celestial packs. So the highest rarity we can get in these is Epic. We actually got 2 Epics, which is, honestly, it's completely insane. Turn an enemy card on top of the opponent's deck. Gains tactical points equal to half of the card's attack round down. That is hilarious. I might actually use that. We got Hino. I almost can't believe it. I think this is the single best card we could possibly pull, because it's Capsoda at Epic. At end of your turn, all other allies gain 1 attack. This is like the most must-kill card in the game if you're playing against Celestial. Vandazor is pretty good too. Fly synergy. We got a Drain. Very good. Clylily is also very good. Twins are not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. We actually have both twins on this one. So this twin pulls the other one. So it's like a 3 cost for 8 across 2 units, and you get an ability. It's pretty powerful. The other card is good too, but it involves a very complicated strategy. Got more twins. Wow, these are actually a really good rarity. Yeah, it's very, very low chance of basic. I've been getting pretty lucky for those epics, though. For real, that's actually pretty insane. Got a Reynold. It's a neutral hero. You can get factionless cards here. True Believer is also pretty good. So remember how I said if you want to like pile a bunch of spells in your deck, you can do that, but you have to run cards that generate mana. This is one of the best cards to generate mana for Celestial. So it's a 4 cooldown, but you gain 3 mana, which is the max. So, like, potentially, if you start that turn with 3 spell mana, you can, like, play a 3-cost spell, play this guy, use his cooldown, and play another 3-cost spell. And there are actually some combos that are, like, completely ridiculous, involving exactly that strategy. Lupo's nice. +5 to an ally in your hand. I don't think I'd use that, though. It's a little bit too stat inefficient. We got another Tactarion. 2 Tactarions are actually pretty wild. Another Drain. Oh man, Vortex Hurine. Mildos Vomus, very good. Even Nightslinger is very good. Triple Epic. That is insane. That is insane. Dude, I'm whipping out the calculator for that one. It's 7% per. So it's 0.07 to the power of 3. Bro. That is less than 1%. Actually, it's much less than 1%. Streamer client, indeed. So you can sell those cards on the market for gold. Like, overall, those are very good. Like, those were so good that if I later want to play, like, Ephemeral, I can sell those epics and then buy ephemeral cards from the market that I'm missing for the deck. Now, if you do get, you know, some cards that you're pretty happy with to continue kind of like your early focus, the next thing you want to do is get starter packs. Okay? Because this can give you more Celestial cards straight up. Okay, so leftover gold after we bought all the Celestial packs, we're getting some of those. Now in these, you're going to get some cards of other factions. So we got an Infernal Void Blaster, which is terrible. Horrible card. And we got Agdad, which is one of the best ephemeral cards. So if I had no interest in playing ephemeral, straight to the market you go. You get more packs. We got a Strengthen, which is a Celestial spell. Double an ally's attack, capped at +18. Remember how I said the True Believer spell strategies? Well, if you had a really big guy, you could play Strengthen, drop True Believer, get 3 mana again, and drop a second Strengthen on the same turn. Quadruple your attack. Serpent Abomination on deployed destroy a hero. Really like that card. Borktor is crazy. One of the best ephemeral cards. Samnon is awful, but he has big combo potential. So now that we pulled that stuff, honestly, I will just make a brand new deck. So we got Old Strimmin, and the really big highlights are the Vortex units. So on deploy, decrease the fly counter, and strike. We got 2 of these on Epic. Very, very powerful. But we also got the units that summon different Vortex from the deck. And we deploy Vortex against 2 permanent attack. We want to use that one. And Old Strimmin summons the lowest attack unit from your deck. We want the lowest attack unit to be... Oh, okay, I guess it could be Tactarian. The Vortex Muriana. We play we play Muriana or Hureen, and it pulls Tactarian. And if we pull Strimmin from the deck, it'll get either Tactarian or Muriana. I think that's pretty good. We also have the twins. Should I care about the twins? Probably not. Let me actually see how I can fill the rest of this deck. We also got Hino. We could actually just drop Hino in our Swarm deck. But I kind of want to try to showcase a very different deck if I can. And I think I can. So let me see here. So now I want to try to use units that are relatively big. And I'm going to try, because the Old Strimmin ability is the unit. It doesn't actually pull heroes. So we can actually use heroes that are fairly small. So I want to try to use cards that are over 5. Or if they're 5, they have to be really good. Maybe the Ranger Scout is actually a good choice. Because they can fill the ranged row pretty cheaply. And they're 6, so they don't get pulled out. Six damage for each other ally in the row. That's pretty decent. Meldos is also decent. The vehicle is also decent. But I'm starting to think that my deck is maybe a little bit too expensive. Hooded figure is pretty good. Now, it is kind of like a gimmicky combo thing, but those kinds of plays can be very powerful. Actually, the Raider is probably quite good. Now, cards that have no abilities. There aren't that many, are there? We are going to flood the deck with spells also, so that should be fine. The 3 cost 7 straight is also okay. Yeah, I guess I could really use a few more cards to make this strategy a bit more effective. Because I can't quite put that many spells in here. Like, yeah, we'll put some spells, but we can't put that many spells. Strengthen. I don't know if Strengthen is worth 3 damage, 3 attack. Should I maybe do 3 Ranger Scouts? Maybe. maybe it's worth it. That Brawler row ain't filled though. This is 6 for 16. Is that good efficiency? Not really. No, not really. Onem. What cards do I even have that have like no ability at all? I'm not sure that one even counts. We can try to do like a couple contains to kind of neuter their big guys. And maybe I can try to do Sparks also. But yeah, this deck is like way too top heavy right now. I don't think there's any point in putting Mildos in there. I think the Soldier might be okay. But yeah, I might be overcommitting to the old Strimman strategy. I think we are overcommitting to that strategy. We need a little bit of a better deck. Or a better set of cards. Make it work, I think. Without any condition or ability. I'm not even sure what that entails. Clearly is decent, but fine, let's play a True Believer. I think there is some merit to it. The Bandit isn't terrible. You like nuke one of their combo pieces. I actually kind of like the Bandit. I actually quite like the Bandit. I didn't realize it was buffed to be that good. We are going to be playing like every other turn though, which is certainly concerning, I would say. But the Bandit is nice. Maybe we play 2 Bandits. Okay. Alright, let's try to do one with this deck we just made. I don't think this deck is particularly good. I kind of overestimated what I could make with this deck. But it's going to have some cool mechanics at least. Okay, so we're going to throw back the Tactarion. It's actually a pretty decent hand. I think we throw back every top-heavy guy. Okay.
Some problems require tough methods.
That is a problem. If he's playing a deck where he like sacrifices that, it's gonna be a big problem. Draw this card. Let's see if he has any payoff mechanics.
Fly. Be my eyes.
If he wants to put stats on that, I don't mind.
Awaiting orders. Defensive positions.
Okay, so that guy has strike, so he'll deal 2 damage at the end of turn there. I think with that in mind, we're going to Spark. I think I've actually pulled all my 5s. I think Strimman is going to pull 6s now.
What? Speak up. We will rain death from above.
Let me play a spell, deal 1 damage. Don't love that.
Feel the weight of my hammer.
Let's play a Tactarian there. And train to buff my Tactarian there. And then next turn we can play the 1 damage to all if we absolutely have to. But we don't absolutely have to. I would maybe play Zed here because he's full on spell mana.
Reposition. Pay up or else.
And now that I have the Serpent Abomination, I draw discard. Probably can kill Reynold. I think this is actually a pretty... I have more cards than he does. But this just hits better breakpoints.
You will learn to fear me.
I'm fairly happy with that. So now if he plays a hero, we can use Serpent Abomination to kill it. Just straight out. Looks like that was his plan.
You should have seen.
Jabaited. Look at me, I'm playing removal now.
We strike from the shadow.
We're getting wrecked.
We strike from the shadow.
Okay, that's fine. Actually, that's fine. Totally fine. That's the double removal. It's actually drawn very few spells. There's no reason to copy any of these. No, the card's called Reynold. When destroyed, give all your heroes +5 attack, wherever they are, basically. So, you basically usually do that with, like, a way to kill it yourself, with ample draw or ways to resurrect or get those other guys out. A very powerful strategy. No real reason to play that, and with the deck being so heavy, I'd rather have the flexibility next turn. Well, if that's his best play,
Let there be blood.
so that does have strike. That's fine though. See, that kind of worked out, but I feel like we drew really, really well. And that guy's deck was not very good. Or he drew badly. But yeah, that's kind of the loop. You do your quests, you do your daily battles, you start up, you open the packs, you just try to better your starting deck. Don't worry if you get cards for other factions. Like we got Celestial Infantry, which is amazing. And then we got 2 cards for other factions, but these cards are both good. Right now, it might be a little bit tricky to sell, like like uncommon and rare. Most people have them because this is like mid to late season. But if this was like day 1 of a new season, all 3 of these cards would have tremendous value. Like, this is a very popular ephemeral card. This is a very popular infernal card, and this card is going straight into my deck. So these like starter packs, they're very, very valuable. Sharpshooter. Mistrado. Actually, Mistrado would be very good in the deck we're currently playing. This is the card they played against me. Double Destroy. Pretty cool. This is one of the rare card draw options for Celestial. But yeah, it's getting late. I gotta help take out doggos and stuff. Actually dreaming right now. But yeah, that's Dfiance, guys. I hope you guys get a little bit of a kickstart from today's stream, so you can kind of see what the game is about, learn the ropes, and get ready for next season. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.